Welcome to this video on the Claude watermark. We are exploring the reality of what authors actually need to know, moving past the fear and focusing on the solutions in this age of AI. There is a lot of panic in the publishing world regarding AI. You might have heard claims that AI is taking your intellectual property, or that watermarks mean you do not own your work. Let's look at the facts. The root of the fear often stems from a simple question. If Claude adds a watermark to text, who owns that intellectual property? It is time to clarify what is actually happening behind the scenes. It is important to understand that this is not a threat to your creative ownership. Instead, it is a mandatory compliance step for AI developers. The real catalyst here is the EU AI Act. This law requires companies to disclose when content is AI generated to prevent misinformation. Anthropic is simply complying with these international regulations. Think of it like a photography metaphor. If you take a picture, it might be, quote, processed by Kodak. The watermark acts like a stamp on the product, not a claim to your creative vision. You are the photographer, making all the creative decisions about your subject and lighting. Claude is simply the dark room where the development happens. The final work remains entirely yours. This watermark is invisible and cryptographic. It is merely a stamp of processing. It does not mean the platform owns your copyright or your personal content. Well, if you check the terms of service, it is clear. Anthropic claims no ownership over your inputs or your outputs. The legal reality is built to protect your authorship. We can view this through an apprentice model. The AI is the apprentice that helps with structure and drafting, but you, the master, retain the judgment and the voice. The watermark is invisible and doesn't change your human-readable text. It happens at an algorithmic level, ensuring that your audience sees nothing but your own words. When we contrast fear with reality, we see that the watermark is just a technical compliance requirement. Your lived wisdom and creative rights remain untouched. Information may be cheap, but your judgment is what makes it valuable. Remember that your unique experience is your intellectual property. The next steps are simple. Stop focusing on the panic. Return to your creative process and get back to designing your next project. Publish from who you are and invite from what you know. Thank you for watching this video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments.